Hello, y'all. So, I guess I'm doing this video on the phone. I probably should have done it on the computer, but I'm gonna take the risk of trying to do it on the phone. So, forgive me for being kind of sounding like I'm out of breath and being tired and everything. Even though I slept good last night, but I still feel that deprived feeling, that tired, deprived feeling. And my heart feels slowed, like as if I'm on those psych medications. So I did some more working on my ebook about homelessness. And people say forget about the past and don't be negative and stop complaining, but their agenda is so that you won't catch on to their dirty deeds and what they're doing to you. The mentally slow, crazy biological family don't want me researching the truth or researching the Illuminati because they're part of it. That's why they, having smear campaigns to, tell people not to listen to me while I was researching Illuminati and the New World Order and stuff. They felt threatened by my research, and now they're showing that they're sold out puppets. So other narcissistic abusers who claim to be anti-Illuminati and woke to the truth, they have treated me the same way. And like Lisa Ruby and fake dyke whore Rachel from Los Angeles, who was also a perp, come to think of it. And a few others who I'm in no competition with anybody. I just would like to share and Illuminati or New World Order research with other truthers, but a lot of that is tainted. And just like the targeted community, there's a lot of fake truthers, more fakes, the popular fakes, than the actual real ones. And it's a damn shame that you got to get all your knowledge and information. You have to get all your knowledge and information from the popular fakes who know everything and then feel threatened by you trying to learn. You trying to learn. Well, how would you not want me to research the Illuminati in the New World Order? Or how would you not want me to research gang stalking if you're supposed to be anti-Illuminati or you're supposed to be a targeted individual as well? And, even, filthy pastress fags, the fake Eric guy from the fake Hell's Way Church, he even felt threatened by my research and condemned me for research. And there was a black lady in Los Angeles trying to say the same thing, that real research is in the Bible. I mean, the Bible is it foretells everything that we're researching played out, So we have to keep our eyes on this coronavirus thing, because we have to keep our eyes on the world agendas, but we know that Jesus overcome the world. But we still have to, for our salvation and our soul, we have to be watchful. And there are some fake truthers who want you to, they feel threatened by you and they see you as a threat and a competition when you're not trying to be, and they feel like you're a threat or a competition when you know less than them, and they feel like they don't want you to know more than they do. And then come to find out you find out the hard way that they're either gang stalkers, perps, or they sold out. Sold their soul to Satan. So they feel threatened. They claim to be truthers, but then they try to nag my conscience and make me feel bad and make me feel ashamed. And they feel threatened by me learning the truth and condemn me like as if I have no business researching Illuminati and conspiracies and stuff. And there are so-called fake pastors who are 501c3 sellouts who will falsely say that researching conspiracy theories is that's a sin. Because you don't have your focus on God. But then 45 minutes later at the end of church service, you want to rush church service. You want to rush church service so you can go hurry up and watch Sunday night football or whatever. So while you're saying that researching conspiracies is a sin, but you want to talk about all you want to talk about is pimps and hoes. Pimps, hoes, and football is all you want to talk about. So I'm trying to fight my fear against the biological gay brother Mark. The biological gay brother with AIDS. I know people want to talk about HIPAA and all that, whatever. But yeah, I'm going to expose you if you deliberately tried to give me your AIDS in 2007. I got more things to expose what you did to me, Mark. So, I'm not afraid of you. You're not my handler. You're just my older brother, unfortunately. You do not have authority or control over me. You do not have rulership over me. Jesus does. You work for Satan and you sold your soul to the devil. You are no good. You're filthy trash. And I don't care. How the fuck you've been abused in foster care by more than one foster parent? Because I heard that he was abused by this foster parent in Milwaukee, and that's why he walked with a cripple. So when he was like 3 years old, he was little. So I remember him physically abusing and beating on me when I was 3 years old. So why don't you go sue yourself for that? You didn't freaking sue my twin sister. When you beat her up and then lie and say she beat herself up in 2015, even though I wasn't on good terms with her either. But what happened to the damn family that, even y'all that heartless that for Blake's funeral, when I went down there to New Orleans, Mark, Ramona, and Wyatt were huddling together and talking about, and I know they were just being two-faced and fake, because especially Wyatt ain't gonna do shit. Just a coward and just talk shit. And Wyatt ain't gonna put his hands on you. Well, every once in a while he will, but most of the time he's supposed to be a manly man, but he's so fucking scary and cowardly. So Wyatt sold his soul to the devil too, because he got slick ways to get connections too. How the hell Mark and Wyatt could always get a job effortlessly? Because y'all perps. Y'all not targeted at all. And so back in 2015, my twin sister showed me a picture of her bloody face. Mark beat her up. And how the fuck you beat up your own sister? You're that abusive. You put your hands on your own sister. And then you beat her like a street nigga. if we're both adults, you don't need to discipline anybody. And so then he was bitter and mad at her because he had to go and take anger management classes. So that's what I don't understand. I'm still like trying to figure stuff out and trying to understand things. If they all abuse each other, but I'm the number one scapegoat, black sheep of the family. In 2016, towards the end, they were huddling together talking about if Brandy was down there in New Orleans, that they would beat her ass or beat her up and stuff like that. And our cousin had just got shot and killed. So that shows you how heartless my family members. They don't have a soul at all. They're freaking demonic. Mark does witchcraft, voodoo, and a lot of the family. Ramona, I'm not sure about Wyatt, but Wyatt talks some weird ass devilish shit. I don't know what kind of weird gibberish Wyatt talks about. But Wyatt wants to talk about this serial killer following him and stalking him everywhere. And that's just only one person. And I don't even know if this serial killer story is real. But Wyatt, I don't even know. But you want to call yourself opening up a case on me, I got more to expose about all y'all. And other real targeted individuals, they believe me and they know I'm telling nothing but the truth. And God knows I'm telling nothing but the truth. And back then when I was younger and sinful, I used to lie on my enemies. But nowadays, I don't have a reason to over-exaggerate or lie on my enemies at all. So, I don't lie about my enemies. And I just got a lot because, as I said, certain things that went on in the biological family, it's too embarrassing to even talk about. But, this is part of my expose as a targeted individual. When I'm sorry if I sound rambly and all over the place, but one question: how the hell you gonna try to sue a homeless person who doesn't have much or nothing? I know that if I got about a couple of reviews on my ebooks, so I'm assuming I didn't get that much sales, but you strategically wait until you find out that I got ebooks for sale, books for sale. You want to open up a case on me, file a case on me. So I know Mark is just doing that as a way of trying to be a tattletale and, be a crybaby tattletale because you're mad because the truth is, you found out because you got so many secrets, so many skeletons in your closet. And he was oppressing my twin sister too when she perps me too. I don't understand that. He was oppressing and perping her and setting her up too. So, then, why the hell you want to try to sue a homeless? You got a roof over your head plus a car. By December 15th, far as I know, I'm supposed to be back on the streets in the cold. But you got a roof over your head and a paid off car. A white car too. How you want to sue a homeless person? Plus, if you think I'm that mental, that retarded, and so ignorant and don't know shit, how the fuck you gonna sue somebody who ain't mentally all? If you feel like I'm not mentally all there, or that I'm mentally slow and retarded, you feel like I'm mentally retarded and mentally slow and off and don't know no better, So, in 2011, Mark did this. You know, what he did was in 2011, when it was shortly before I left Denton, Texas, and he said, when I had jury duty and I said I had to go to jury duty, he said, "What you got jury duty for?" He said, "You don't know nothing about no jury duty." Well, if I don't know anything about jury duty, I mean, I was selected. I didn't freaking sign up or choose to do jury duty. But, you know, that abusive, evil, narcissistic judge, when I told him had to be exempt because of I had a doctor's appointment on the day that they were supposed to do jury duty, and then the judge was like, "I'm not exempt. Go sit down. I'm not exempt. I'm not exempting you. I'm not exempting you. Go sit down." And I was the only one singled out and told that, and I went and cried in the courtroom. And everybody else, if they had exemptions, he would give them exemptions. But I was newly diagnosed with lupus, and he told me, "I'm not exempting you. Go sit down. I'm not exempting you. I'm not exempting you. Go sit down. Go sit down." So that was a perp judge who singled me out. But everyone else who wanted or needed exemptions got it. You know, so if you think I'm that mentally incapacitated that I can't even do jury duty, why the fuck you trying to sue your own poor homeless sister, and you wait till there's a monetary opportunity when you see that I'm got ebooks out? You're the one who ain't mentally all there, ain't mentally got it all, mentally slow, a retarded AIDS fag. So, you do not have authority or rulership over me. I'm taking my power back. I'm fighting you devils back. And God will protect me. You think you're fooling people with all those fake Bible scriptures on Instagram, but you hate your own sister and jealous as fuck without cause. You're very jealous. And do stuff like snoop through my computer. I mean, you do stuff like snoop through my computer. Years ago, he used to snoop through my computer, and then when the biological mom Frances was alive, he would go back and tell her everything. He would steal my money in front of my face. He would I caught him. Remember I said he had AIDS? I caught him in an act of, God must have been looking over me, because I caught him in an act of brushing his teeth with my toothbrush that I had already brushed my teeth with. I caught him in an act, and God must have been protecting me. And then the very next day, after I shaved myself, shaved my genitals with the razor, then the next day, I caught him using that razor to shave his face. And he would steal my money in front of my face and then blame it on friends. And he would do all kinds of other sneaky, dirty shit. Use and take advantage of your own sister. He would be gone from his house for a whole week and then come back and tell me everything I did, like as if you act like you got spy cameras in the damn house. And he let his gay friends drive his car, but when I had my car, he acted like he had the authority to confiscate my car. And always wanted to drive my car when you had your own. Always wanted to use my computer when you had your own. And he would snoop through my computer and then report everything to the biological mom, Frances. And it would be creepy that I would be in a house by myself for a whole week. And one morning, the biological mom, Frances, would call me up and tell me exactly what I ate for breakfast and said that Mark said you had this for breakfast. I'm like, how did you or him know what I had for breakfast? And neither one of y'all been in the house. And that was far back as 2007 in Denton, Texas, after I got out the mental hospital. And and also in 2010, when I had my suicide attempt, Mark Prey preyed on my so-called weak state of mind after being, after just having overdosed. And he pretended to be fake nice and then scammed me out of $30. He also lied to the staff at the mental hospital and said I'm notorious for trying to get attention when you hardly even around me. You may be my brother, but you're like a stranger to me. You hardly even around me. So all you know how to do is judge and condemn me by stigmas and not knowing me, the real Candy Grand Prix, for who I am. So, when the 6 men rough handled me in the mental hospital because of him lying on me a week after my suicide attempt. Mark is driven by money hungry, and try to scam people any way he can. So, and then he'll reverse it on me and lie and say that I'm the one who wants everyone to agree with me and want everything free. Mark has never been a real brother. Physically abusing and beating on us. Earliest abuse I remember from him was I was 3 years old. Was when he punched me in the face or hit me in the face or something when I was 3 years old. But then he supposedly had abuse happen to him when he was 3. I said that I got a certain age and I would want to break that cycle. I didn't want to become an abuser. I didn't want to be an abuser as an adult and hurting innocent kids. So, I didn't want to grow up doing to people what I had done to me. So, that's why the foster and biological family wanted me so medicated. Because, see, they would when I was medicated, they were more easily able to take advantage of any money that I had. And I'll be homeless on the streets and they'll still be trying to get money out of me. But yeah, having contacted, Mark been hating me for no reason and didn't, like, he was even rude. Like, and then when I, try to treat Mark, Ramona, and Elliot, the Ramona's boyfriend, he's no family. When I treated them out, Mark, Wyatt, Ramona, and all them, they didn't even appreciate that. With my temp service job that I worked for in 2018, I tried to treat them out to eat, and they didn't fucking appreciate that. They weren't grateful for that. So they, even with the foster family, they use and take advantage of me. But when I try to do nice things out the kindness of my heart, is rejected with vicious hate, anger, and not appreciated. But they don't want narcissistic abusers. They don't want resistance, and they want to keep you medicated so that they can continue taking advantage and exploiting. And Mark was almost was supposed to get in trouble when I told the people at the mental hospital that he scammed me and took me out my money when I was in a quote unquote vulnerable state of mind. And also he took advantage of me in 2007 when I was in a quote unquote vulnerable state of mind. And I got off those medications because of Abilify after I came from the mental hospital in New York where they were trying to kill me there. And with the Abilify medication, it used to give me urges to want to jump off balconies and drink bleach. So, that's why I quit taking that medicine. And then he got enraged when he found out I wasn't taking medicine. So, me and him got into an argument or whatever. And I ended up at that homeless shelter. So, and then eventually I got my own place. And it seemed like he didn't even want me to go to college to better myself. But he, only want me to go to college at that time because he can take advantage of my student loan money or any grant money back paid I get. That the whole family can take advantage of my student loan back paid money or whatever. And I was on those medicines and didn't know the agendas and the truth and what was going on. If you already sold your soul to the devil and getting a lot of money, why the hell you take the little bit I have? You don't want me to have a fucking thing at all. And that's all, we're all users and narcissistic control freak, fake friends. And, Mark would do stuff like want to be on the phone with me only for 45 seconds and talk about, oh, I'm just calling up on you, checking to see how you're doing. You want to keep tabs for control because you care nothing about me and you hate me and wish me dead. And so I don't know why my mind drew a blank and just like forgot. One didn't really forget, but didn't really know much what to say about what the biological family abuse, what they done after I was an adult. So I gotta go now. They're warning me about my storage space. So thanks for listening and bye.